nanka de bebo am submission so mbebo yanka yentie Hilal vice president no ne tape no said the bear me de beka me submission and to se bia ka obe because you say fie near bana
you be fia no me say was come on ni bi e say be man say
am no de Liverpool na o makoti tay fu achi say o mun ko she space for on say 8 tier team and the space be bochina now o no covid ni adenti o mo 8 tier on league side Liverpool assessa hospitals for videos ne almost scouting information we breed the microphone no so mo sa meje o training grounds and fans anye training no mo hwe ko on be fa so a on be she Liverpool club ne Mourinho nsam no and na me ni kaka krabat we are ready em ref
anti control room mompe sa tape no MIA Mr. Yunus on the vice president Emma Al Hilal Durman or the same be akotudwa e BBC we na Franco Daru episode this say e wo fi nsem no moment kakra.
It's not me too. Look, first of all, Al Hilal is not a football club. Al Hilal is education and club and has a lot of good values and based on solid ground. We are not and we cannot go for these dirty methods. Our slogans is we play fair and fair play, not outside the beach. It is inside the beach, and we won Kotoko in Ghana, in Accra. Why should we go for this in Khartoum? And I think this is a falsification of facts, and I'm very sad to hear this.
When did you learn of this? I mean, what actually happened as far as you were concerned? There was no irregularities that you were aware of?
No, nothing. Look, first of all, I think this is to clear the management, Kotoko management, from its mistakes. I've been in Ghana 2 weeks before. What I did, because in this Corona time, you have to take your measures and precautions. So you have to arrive early enough in order to avoid any irregularities. If you come with the test 1 hour ahead of the class and you have a problem, what should you do? I mean, if you do it one day earlier, simply, if you have any doubts, then you can repeat the test. And we have nothing to do with the test. Actually, it is not a Hilal laboratory. This lab is approved by Ministry of Health, and also it is being registered and approved by our federation and by CAF. And the test is supervised by the CAF medical officer, not by us and not by the federation even. And also the lab is being selected by them, by their local representatives here. They've been selected by the Ghana Honorable Consul in Khartoum. And this is the facts. I mean, we have nothing to do with that at all. And even we didn't know where they carried the test. Even we don't know.
Okay. I'm so afraid that some with the 40 or more soon at 2 for my teen year pa. Franco Daru. And some in the Guano. Yeah.
So you say medical bonnet some to faka crabia.
Yeah.
On no nas modica can say Hilal or muji fair play any periperio. Edi. Omono munye basbasa. Bio omo bagana craba be share Kotoko. Nti denti no mu bebo no mu kroma omo kwa akoye dream bi akofa kwati kwa sisi Kotoko. Ase omudi ko sisi Kotoko. Na the person and na the interview bi say anti test results no na irregularities bi animo na na o se da bi na se bibi wo mu kura na eye Kotoko na amfam so esanse na nka ese Kotoko beduru kroma ntem no mu ye test ntem na Kotoko test no be no mo saka results no 1 hour to kick off.
Okay.
Na Kotoko saka na senka Kotoko
na you be tears, yes, no a friend said 1 hour before kickoff.
Yeah.
The results no second an hour before kickoff.
Okay. That's what the guy is saying.
Okay.
And also actually mu say so mu ye ntema anka omu betumi say omu nti bibia say anka omu betuma ibiem. Na labs no omu koye no omu Hilal for omu nim lab kro. CAF for and government no selected approved labs. Na Ghana consulate ukrumono no de choose lab kra kotokopeso mkoye no moye no enti omu de omu so nsa abrobe nsem nini sajo ma education kakra ento aso as to CAF mra ayewo covid test yi ho okay ne CAF hye ne say ansa na bebo match no esesa wo covid test results no uye within 48 hours to kick off utumi ye covid test results no ediba within 48 hours in terms of say 48 hours here can actually roughly 2 days in terms of so koduru chromonum 3 days to kick off then ebeka 2 days am ya nkra utumi ye results no ema ye gide tum enu achi CAF ene o man bia aban no edinkita ho ama aban na ma o man bia ne club AC akan e competition with 3 approved government hospitals and as centers omoye covid test o man bia 3 enti ansana wo club from a country who be competing in this CAF organized competition no esesa woni aban no ma CAF for 3 approved covid centers are omoye lab test na 3 no would the visiting club among the 3 no una obe choose some person ye no ha na eno achi no ye wo CAF covid medical officer for every country and a club AC competition bi oba o man Ghana mu a the only CAF covid medical doctor Christiana Ba former Asante Kotoko medical team member ono na Ghana wa enti ukọ Sudan so a eno nso bi ho. Now in the case of Asante Kotoko eko Sudan, first of all omo koye omo beji omo samples no a night before the game, and the results came when they were leaving the hotel to the stadium, which means that one, whatever the results was, and I say way, it sounds a time now Kotoko a test no, anytime now results no by next 20 na Kotoko ntumi nsa nkoye test fufuro bia Emma omonf ansa no mo de anya results no ansa no makobo match no we here no free one ma you see say yemfa ne say Sudan for no hihye adwuma e kamia ko yese Kotoko ma no kwa ma adwuma ni di omo say you have done serious investigation about a guy in Sudan oye adwuma e o Ghana consulate e o Sudan o coincidentally he's an official of Hilal or the adwuma di Kotoko. The last time I Kotoko call honum Georgia Mwakomo time. This is what happened. Kotoko kodru ya no mu kachira say na Kotoko around that time mo be ko no mu kachira say CAF regulation is a SSA JC a ubehye no. One sponsor pay and a CAF allow Emma utimi advertise. That time strike and a sponsor Kotoko. So when Kotoko were on their way, this guy was the one Kotoko were dealing with from the consulate. Then Kotoko Kodriana JC Ebano, there was this Ricardo, the gentleman who came here, Portugal, you know. Okay, Ricardo, striking in Oba studio. Ebasa sa Kotoko who the next woman did JC free Portugal. I know the MTN penny them, all the other sponsors be out. Then Ricardo need this same guy, you know, and I need dealing. Then Odru Turkey guy in front off. Ricardo ye bibia he couldn't reach him. Enti ono obema permit and also obe giatum say the guy is coming here so mu facilitate here no. So Ricardo couldn't reach Sudan. Meka Georgia Mwakomo time. So eventually not just a Jesse no mudi bane ntumenko Kotoko etianye no mudi amfa old Jesse na nkwa nkomaso yeshi. So at that time what the Kotoko officials did say Jesse na omudi call dada na other sponsors no omudi CAF sticker and a bubo ebo honum. Na coincidentally omuko pre-match no and omuko hu say that guy no eti Hilal for officials me. I'm giving revelations. Now omu said that guy no eti Hilal omo officials mu e wo the pre-match nti hɔ na kɔtɔkɔfoɔ hu sɛ adwuma di ɔmo ɛna last minute ɔmo yɛ smarter ɔmutumi asma make obi a onim kɔtɔkɔ official bi ɔkɔ Sudan the last time no
true
I'm finding out oh you were part of that trip
true
I don't go Sudan
okay
Sajo ɔmo sɛ adwuma di ɔmo so the justice couldn't come Ricardo couldn't come and ɔmutumi boy nanu ya Black Stars ko ye ya that same person ɔsa de adwuma ekodi Black Stars na luckily na George Amoako a ɔne kɔtɔkɔ ɔkɔɔyɛ as CEO no ɔyɛ Black Stars management committee member so into ɔyɛ no ho sɛ ɔbɛ assist from the consulate he's coming to assist Black Stars no George Amoako sacked him.
I see.
He sacked him and this same person ɛna now we are kɔtɔkɔ kɔ yɛ okodi omanim no.
Ɔyɛ adwuma Ghana embassy.
Yes.
General mama nara to aso Tony mu hotel omo die no guard ne du omanim du omo koye say na the commission at that hotel ni sika no so
I see
eti Tony mu tu ho later e da me hotel no bi because omo sika short e eti do time omo ho akire omo refer say omo kubusa nipa na odu omanim du omo bae no say na ne kakra wada Tony mu sika no mu tua e hotel no so
I see
Sajo
interesting revelation
a friend ramen die na interestingly no guy no na kɔtɔkɔkɔ no mo de omu re ko shey mu ento no na choose lab no mo be test no e ma kɔtɔkɔ as we speak CAF medical officer of Sudan no he's peeved with kɔtɔkɔ because ono esen ko di omanim na mo choose se bia ha na epese ye no na nko no na di animu amomu akɔ bibia na ono atwen age results na ba no he felt ignored.
Okay.
Enti adwuma no edi won. Ene dey kɔtɔkɔ disqualification ebayi. So, Sergio, I was asking myself now as my maker they tell me I'm passionate about it and he said there is a canker in this country. Ni ahwani entu ase ebekunye. Ye frɛ bibi institutional memory. Institution no mpempi abrebi atwam bibi sesi na say ne ye no bibi sesi say ne ye no. You are victimized or you vilify past people my adwuma ma asante kɔtɔkɔ ento be je kɔtɔkɔ adwuma na ehun hia so no obi abekasa and be consult on anything ideally kɔtɔkɔ ko Sudan kan yie mu pa we na na yamponsa na se obi a udi kɔtɔkɔ anima either you consult George Amoako or the CAF COVID officer in this country and seek CAF COVID advice from Christian Aba. Enya asem kra na ehu a nke bi anka George Amoako na nka ese the leader of delegation from the FNO no moko because of an experience on Kotoko Sudan on Black Stars Eco Sudan until he would have been the ideal person but meaning the politics of this club and how supporters vilify past management members and to be a new management member also so senior supporters and keka omo mabeye adwuma kon ya de boyefo awudiefo nti ya na so aye odin say obe consult him. I don't blame Nana Yamponsa but I'm thinking that if they were smart beneath and Komube asking for what were your experience ebra amuko Sudan no nanko manya some of these revelations and he said yo say Sudan for no she said
officially also yet more Ghana embassy
Ghana concern
and your munim in Sudan or the tour or the other teams or the other national or tries or the national teams in the penny funny behind my report to our Ghana your ambassador no say papa we are yet drama Jumo the teams are a bad
maybe somebody will me to say on say the first Kotoko de no the obetuma kan so ni fundum ye because a bread drew say say omo friend on the contact person Ricardo eba besini so into omo friend from Istanbul aji approve and his phone was off. Kotoko probably could have done it and then Black Stars call ya George Amoako pam no into third instance ni Sejo
Dika say mo na mo kofa obi bae
obi fufro
embassy
from the consulate
yeah
edi monim de mo bae
yeah di edi mo cause lab ho so mo koye mo
I'm telling you that the vice president speaking knows the guy
sure
he knows him omunim no omuni na ahye adwuma no Now Kotoko biggest mistake time or mokoje ekoye or test no. So you and me note here meet my COVID and you're positive ne. Echna meet my na me negative. Adan Kotoko ko say nipa 7 player 7 no muso munyaye. Ombeduru kutuka enya 4.
Oh, no ko here military friends say hospital
37.
Results no munyaye na Sudan. And one no benya no kutuka.
You see?
Private. Results now no 4 players, 2 officials, including Ryan.
So at the end of the day, I think that going forward, I'm serious about this because Kotoko Africa beam. Baby Omukono Zonyo. Awa.
Yeah.
Baby Omukono. Tlemson. A Juma oho. Baby Omukono Juma oho. A honyo. Na Sajo, pay. My can maybe later bebaso. I was just looking around. I was looking for an apology from Kotoko officials. My dream say me ready Nana Ponsa post no. Many boss over thought say bia omo pass supporters in Ghana for chow when Mguasi Omakogu Ghana Sudan because maybe later I'll be ready. Many boss were not initially I felt an apology. Because I call Twitter handle, because Facebook, I was looking for an apology from the family as Asante Kotoko because players refusing to train ahead of a big match, and eventually because of COVID test failure, into match na maso, and Kobe Sia or Makwaba Besino, don't come and share him with the family as Asante Kotoko. Iko players are players na ye, someone na ye, there is leadership. And they have disappointed the supporters and everybody big time. So I was expecting an apology from Kotoko. But what I read this morning made me sad. It made me so sad. Say, Makwa kogum hueni masisi. Kambedru yeno. Monsada say ma pankrof wacho. Look, say your players ni training no man yeno. Me matra ha can say players na embarrass Ghana for. Kotoko Echita for the institution, the big institution Kotoko pay the attitude. But when you train out deep, I will say, after all, they are human. And maybe where they chose to register their displeasure and how they went about it is a problem. Shawunim the entire Emmanuel Jemfine, Captain Felix, Edini Nambe Biano. And maybe Sadi Omudibi as a Kamwako. Say team now as a group, a take a decision. The one who is supposed to communicate is the leader of the team. And what about communicating? But we should understand it. Felix Annan is the captain of Asante Kotoko. His assistant is Emmanuel Jemfi. A brand new players, Ekodruya, Omo Epe, the CEO, Ebisano, on Pedium Hunsamno. When they were trying to reach him and they were not getting him, the players told Felix Annan and Jemfi say, ye pesi who see you na ansa na yakọ akoye training the all country on country ansa na yakọ. And it was when they were trying to get a CEO ano munya no to the extent say eventually sa na te dia yehunu ne dia yenko because ye pesi etie because ye call Mauritania no and some no mu ka kire no omo ani no kra maye and you want to see him. And most of these boys worked with the immediate past chairman and as an immediate past management leader in Dr. Che. Sometimes when they are on transit, that is when Krumuti compare them at the moment. So eventually, the boys refused to train. It had a global discussion. BBC all over took it. And for me, it's an embarrassment. And to be a leader of such a club, African club of the century, nasa saa same way akotona bidra, dia we and sa upankrofo chawanza. And sana and sembi e wufie no anaewo mu dem wono no mahwe no maka but anya sa ansem ya na yam ponsa posti
the waposi ya okay na
yes.
Those hoping to see my back before the 100 days press conference, don't worry at all. I can assure you that I will only speak of the good things this board and management have achieved so far, and of course our challenges. My management is not a commission of inquiry to dig into the past. So let's all relax and work towards the betterment of Asante Kotoko. Let's make Kotoko greater. Nanaya Amponsa. We now when in your home.
Yes, Sejo.
A movie or the file was in the Commission of Inquiry.
Also, the first thing, say, Yansan Chrim Kakrebima. One or she say, me, Obehumechi, see a baby mediana mijai, and son of 100 days now, Miss Medem report Bebano. Momu, and your worry cry. Now, meet my shoe, be I say, Mekania Mapa. Me management any board no I am kwa any enema any yen edi akon na akire mo na osa akire mu say ono ni management no enya commission of inquiry eno ma behwehwe enema e course bire bi atwam enti obi an relax on be ye adwumaden a edim puntu ebeba Asante Kotoko na on be ma Asante Kotoko ayekese sensen yati. Sergio, I was asking myself, say, is it a communication strategy? Said a bear, a beer, about Mubedru, and near Marcosono, we no nancrophobe discuss it, maybe a more pia bacono aton chayana. Because I was expecting an apology or even a vivid account to the public as to what really pertained over there. Also, be Sunday test, bro, say. Aden Odro Safo and the one Kotoko PR person manager now. There, as a Chinese say, why is Odro Safo the one speaking all over for Kotoko or on behalf of Kotoko when the team has a communication director or communication directorate? The CEO is the chief spokesperson, then they have the communication director. And can you hear more at West? Kotoko should tell the public what really happened. They should give an account of what happened when they went. Communication manager is not talking. Then the CEO is what he's tweeting. Wana weye kutiabo. Ana say wana eka omonko nanki ye yimedi ana meje adwuma ansa na meye 100 days press conference no omo mane ha omokra. Na Sergio Eka Commission of Inquiry, I'm sure ye nyina etiase. Abedweku aye pawon say on hwehwe niema bi ahinta. Yenti niema bi ase niema boni bi akoso enti mo nkona monkoye nhwehwemu na momfa ho adanse ana ho amanebo emebo yen eno ye friend commission of inquiry and committee of inquiry or senior management no nye no bia enti nyomo na eba be hwehwe de course the past. We only set up commission of inquiry when there are things people don't understand, when there are things that are not clear. So from this communication, my understanding is that and maybe past management na ye maybe and maybe wo a hinta nemo menya ni management na said yes wo na kwa hwesa anema no e de ho amanebo ababebo amanfo. So indirectly you are insinuating that there are a lot of things that has occurred in the past by the past management, but it's not your duty or your responsibility to investigate, uncover and report.
You said the bofua ko ngro ko hunu nyina anya na oba o kan
no kre
enti no da bia so na sembia ebesi bia na wetu kwan na the wa abra bom kra problems reading da bia na se ni nice beda bontia na
da bi se jo ni kwan so
kata biso
eso kata biso
na ye nhwe positives no na momie ma positives na push ye nkwani mu say ye negatives kakra no ene ye de ni be koso na time bia your positives bi kra be boa na ya ma negatives ni etwe yen ekwa ekire instead say kakra papa kakra ewo mu no ye be hwe na nka ya highlight on papa na na esa na papa yike
sejo there may be surface here amanebo like official communique or a release on what happened in Sudan and what they are even doing. One. And then maybe two. I'm not calling for say
also kophobia attention na ne say adwuma na be je feelings ni apam na free. So on your CEO Asante Kotoko bio. Nti da bia bi ka kra bia eba omo be bonetia ba wabra.
And only those who are hoping to see my back.
Yes.
Omo eka omo nkonanke. Sejo me masem nyina ne say bibia
as the attention e ko the negatives no so do so.
Yeah, me tell us Sejo. Asem bia wo bra sesa wo kan. Me nim de onim any de obi aka. But my dream say yes time we and I'll be trusting Poawi. No crassem ne say, Kotoko Juman Yan Fama Okrano. We had Danya Ubenyan Crofo, Benya Nankanyawa.
That's what we have in
What must say? Ghana Mampenyin and Ado Danko Kufuado, at least on record, about almost 49% of Ghanaians didn't vote for him. But in Tinanado, the victory speech, and I say, wedding could marry, Nanado Bekwa could never be aka say, Moa Motamiana, Moa Kamon Konanka Minionum, Mono. Once you get the position, you're a leader. First of all, you even have a responsibility. Your uncle for a biana now, Dimba Fufrono, Nanka Kamuko and Kenyoma, and Yawananka Ubenya Jumano. But Unyuma, your actions and your inactions should win them. And so, Unyamu. Omo ananko mukromo mpese ubinyano esese wudwuma di awudi ene saa ne ma no etimi ma omo u convert omo be yiwa chidifo but the moment I will be antagonize omo no wonu masem onsem kan ye sejo you see let me be very honest. People have been very lenient with Nana Yamponsa. Let me be very frank with you. Because to sack the CEO without the approval of the board is a serious blunder. Elsewhere, people, to sack the coach without the approval of the board. Elsewhere, people will call for your resignation or your sacking. Let me be very blunt. It doesn't happen anywhere.
So, mistake.
And I make can say, and Kabebia, Memetia, Ubi Samson and I am Ponsako Sisia, when I'm so bit my age, I can't give you one name. So I'm thinking that he should be supported to work well, because at least on the surface of what he has done, what should I say, on fast sponsors near them ready, at least also when you have 12 million Ghana cedis for the time being, that is what we will consume. And to such a person, Kotoko's biggest problem has been money and managerial. And to money aspects, from what I've heard from him, a chance money aspects need the only problem. Even though in practice, in terms of Skasem, players, it doesn't reflect. But that is what he's told, and some of us would want to wait patiently until that press conference. I'll be a bit my briefing, any breakdown, Kakra, then we can digest it very well. But I'm saying that, at least Kwaya, and me Adiabakwan and Semenia an attempt to bridge the gap between themselves and the FE.
Yeah.
I applaud him for that. But I'm thinking that he can still improve. Even in some way.
No, Matiwa say, and Sensime Biakosi Sudan, na man for Bibu of Fukakra.
The people of Funyakakra said, yo.
For Kuku Wasropa, our place in Subam Godana.
That's right.
Let's Subam Dana Dinosono, Nina no free management problems, and mistakes. I'm way.
Yeah.
The ma place in Sukoyasa, Kase place in Nomokoya. Yeah. Do free Sudan by an ano. And young poetry.
It's wrong, said you. Let's be very frank. Kotoko players here, most of them, and young first time, and I say a number of them, young first time, African. Yate say, Omo every vote is Omun Trinidad. And your first time, so Mako Africa, Omun San compare them. Yate so many voted a leadership, a casa, a relationship, a rapport. Said you, that's it. Me say maybe me has to folk to Kwanko Tunisia.
Yeah.
The omkoje phone. Uhe send a Sabanquin inside that boys in the that time now Joado the leader of delegation. No ko baby no nyamedru send inside that boys in the and no more kasenki taudini adeno. You won't revote. And I'm saying that boys not there no more, but it's still leadership. It boils down to leadership.
Good morning, Wafa. Per what you've just read from Nana Yamponsa, I can only conclude he is arrogant, immature, and naive. Are these not harsh words? You don't throw tantrums, cast aspersions when there has been a disgrace. He could have rather used this opportunity to say something to put his detractors to shame. He needs mentorship on how to communicate. Sledge. Anyway, sledge. We share clear. I'm saying you feel. Obrofu we just sledge a train. And so I don't know sledge at the Weyaga Abba. Now Sam Johnson also has in for who has a foot ni Odo wa no betum. Yenti nkoma ya
Oye national star.
Oye sa
For you is a national star.
No betum yenti Sam Johnson kra.
Happen to me that. But I manage and organize the players. We play and we lost 1-0. We came back to Accra. There's going to be league. There is going to be league match. It is a open league match now. Then you punish them on that, but you can't punish them on Africa. And then that is excuse me to say that is not right. Uko Africa. One, wako Ghana anymore see. And ye Kotoko kwa anymore see na wako Ghana anymore see. Yep, almost I saw mama pay them no. Almost on my $60 because he called and that group have match in the Saba. You see here just cano. But we went on making the players because I said Charlie Yambo, Yabagana. Wednesday, you will match. And Yabagana will deal with them. And they do exactly what I want them to do. At the end of the day, Tuesday now Wednesday, Bebo match, you know, because it's a back say Kofi. Do Yabeko. But we need to do something for them to see that immediately they call each other and then they brought the money. What I say, and then you have a way to do that. You can't just go there and then do demonstration there. Come on, that is not good. That is I'm not happy to say players like them. No, they did that because they have so many ways to get that money and they can get it if they come back to Accra. I say, they should put that in their heads.
Okay. And also, I don't know. We for you, Sam Johnson. And some of the Atuga Afaho and no. Yet also, Osha Kesben Television, UTA Live, Ewo and Cry. Kesben 92.9 Accra, Kesben 93.3 Kumasi. Okay. Asida House, a doom near war. Please, what are you saying? What you are saying is verily the truth. I was there over the Kotoko team in Sudan with Christy. The guy you are talking about is a pretender and very smart guy. I and Issa Amadou had to emboss the calf stickers on all the sponsors in our jerseys. Again, the guy and the Al Hilal team were afraid of Maxwell Bako. He met me and mentioned my name as Maxwell. It was later a Ghanaian resident in Sudan told us that the guy who pretended assisting us works with Hilal. So we should be very careful about him. By that time, he had caused us the mess. Dr. Cosmos Apia, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, and I did message Abrey in Sisia. Dr. Cosmos Apia, Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Doc, good morning. Yadasipa for the Abeka program. Naru.
Sejo.
Enti.
A true baby say
Yeah, your other story.
Yeah, league matches crowd.
League matches.